I used to struggle to stand out on social media. Mind you, I've been running people's Instagram pages for years now, and thankfully I was able to do that and learn a lot, and now I get to share that with you. It was always so easy for me to get my clients to stand out on social media and for their videos to go viral, but for myself, there was a block. It's because I didn't niche down and I didn't set content pillars. And guess what? For myself, I still don't, because that is just not me, and that is okay. But I still learn how to make my content stand out. And I still learn how to use social media for myself, not following content pillars, not niching down, to scale my business to 6 figures in 1 year. Currently, I'm on my way to go do an Instagram takeover for one of my clients for the next 2 days as well. So one thing I did to stand out on social media is to collaborate with other people. I've hosted women's events with other people. I have just joined forces for content days, and I found people that are in my industry and I collaborated with them. We could share followers, we could do giveaways. There's so many different things you can do, but this is what collaboration does for you. Collaboration builds trust for other people to work with you. Collaboration shows your audience that you are what you speak about. And of course, it's just fun too. Collaboration helps you speak to a whole different audience that's still your target client. Here are some things to look out for when you're doing a collaboration. Remember that you're representing your name and your brand every place you go and with every person that you collaborate with. In the past, I have done a lot of collaborations with people that were not necessarily beneficial to where I was trying to take my audience, my platform, and my social media pages. They also weren't aligned with my business goals and my business plans. One of the first things I tell a new employee when I hire them as we lash in the studio is if your client is holding a conversation or is talking to you about something that you don't necessarily want to talk about, then you need to cut the conversation short and change subject, because every conversation, even if you're just nodding your head or or something like that, if you are not standing up for what you believe in, what you want, or your opinion on it, you are part of that conversation. You are part of somebody else's brand message and brand values when you're collaborating with them. So don't just collaborate with somebody because they have a bunch of followers. Don't collaborate with somebody because their business is successful. Collaborate with somebody because it aligns with your values and your future of your brands. You are an equivalent or an average of the top 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're collaborating with somebody time and time again, you're going to pick up their characteristics, their values, and you're going to mimic and shadow them. So then naturally your brand will do the same thing. It takes years to build your brand name and build your trust, and it takes 5 seconds to completely destroy it. And trust me, somebody else can destroy that for you too. Unless you're standing up for yourself, sticking up for what you believe in, and representing what you want and what you want only when you're collaborating with people. But remember, when you work with somebody, you are representing their brand and they are representing your brand at that time too. When you're collaborating with somebody, make sure that you both have something to offer. It may not always be 50-50. You might be collaborating with somebody and you might be taking a hit with your service, or it's a service you would be getting hundreds of dollars for normally and they're just posting in return. But remind yourself that if doing this person's lashes, let's say, is worth $250, just know that they're probably charging $250 for that story post, or they're probably charging $250 for that share on social media. When you are collaborating with somebody, you have to value each other's services or whatever you're exchanging equally. Let's say you're hosting an event with somebody. That is collaboration at the end of the day too. What are you speaking about? Who is the target audience? Make sure you have the same values at the end of the day. And if you're just collaborating with somebody on social media, make sure that their analytics represent your target audience. How many of their followers are actually local? How many of their followers are actually male or female, whichever your target audience is? Before you collaborate with anybody, make sure that you know the basics of your business, your analytics, who your target audience is, what is already working for you, what is not. Focus on yourself until the focus is you, then start to collaborate. Know the basics and the foundation of your brand before you collaborate with anybody else. And sign a contract. Have them sign a contract. If you're giving somebody a free service or you're working with somebody, make them sign a contract. You are promoting everything. You are marketing everything. You are posting this on your Instagram story. You are doing X, Y, Z. There's so many times that I work with people. I'm the only one marketing. I'm the only one doing this. If you are collaborating with somebody, they should be doing something for you in return, even if they're just a model or something like that. But if you are collaborating in any way, make sure you know the amount of work you are going to do and the amount of work that they are also going to do. Have a plan and stick to it, because plan to prepare or prepare to fail. It's always collaboration over competition, especially if you're like me and in the beauty industry, scaling your beauty business 6 and 7 figures. The beauty industry is really petty. It can be really petty, but not when you build your community. You choose the communities that you want to build in. You choose the communities and the tables that you want to sit at. You do. You have all of the power. So know exactly who it is you want to surround yourself by and do so. And if there's no one, then build it for yourself. If you're struggling to use social media to scale your brand to 6 and 7 figures, then my 8-week masterclass is for you. It's digital, so you don't need to leave your couch. You don't need to leave your bed or anything like that. Don't worry, I got you. This masterclass is for any industry. I run multiple different Instagram pages, from delis to gyms to beauty businesses to fashion to everything. Scaling a business through social media, If you don't know how to market, then you are doing yourself a huge disjustice for your business. And if you don't know how to make social media your BITCH, then I'm sorry, you are doing a disjustice to your business and you're blocking your success majorly. My first product line sold out in 24 hours thanks to social media. My business scaled to 6 figures in the first year due to social media. My second business now, my social media business, is scaling to 6 figures in its first year. And we're only a couple months in. Social media is not hard, it's just new to you. But after my 8-week masterclass, where I walk you step by step, post by post, what to do, how to word it, what content to make for your brand, for your niche, trust me, you'll be scaling to 6 figures, even 7, in absolutely no time. Get your pen and paper out, because note takers are money makers, and let's get to work.